Hello, hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Layla, and for this video, we're gonna be going over my money goals and budget for February 2023. We are going into the second month of 2023. I always feel like January goes, like all the time is going fast, but January is usually such a time of busyness and just a lot of things going on. So it feels like I have done so much, which makes things kind of slow down, but still we're already about to be in February, so it's still flying by. But I am really excited about February. I think it's gonna be a strong month. I'll show y'all what I mean by that in just a moment as I go through my income and my budget. But first, we're gonna talk about my money goals for the month. Goal number one is to reach $28,000 saved for my student loan debt. That's a pretty big chunk of cash that I'll need to save in February, but you'll see in my budget that I have room for that. I will definitely be aiming to do that, and I'm very excited to get to 28K saved because that means I would only have $8,000 left to save for my student loan debt to be completely debt-free. Goal number two is to get rid of another 50 things in my apartment. If you watch my low spend 2023 video, you know that I'm also combining this with a declutter year, and I want to get rid of at least 365 things. I've been getting rid of a lot of things actually lately, and I've been keeping track of it, but some of those things are really tiny. So I'm pretty positive I'm going to get rid of over 365 things for sure, but that's because I'm counting like tiny things that I probably don't need to. But yeah, I would like to get rid of 50 things at least that can be donating, selling, giving away, or throwing away. But yeah, with this, I'm making it a part of my goals each month so that I stay on track. And then, you know, in a few months, I'm not like, oh my goodness, I didn't get rid of anything. I haven't shown y'all any progress. So I did want to make sure I'm doing that every single month. And I think that will just be good overall for decluttering throughout the year. Those are the only financial goals that I'm setting for February. Y'all may have noticed that last month I didn't set anything around income, only because like just know that I'm still working on increasing my income, whether that be from my full-time job or from my side hustles. I'm constantly working on that. So I don't know, I found it a little bit annoying to set the goal because toward the end of the year, I kept hitting that, you know, 2K mark in online and extra income. But it is a bit discouraging to set a goal and aim for something and then not hit it. So I just don't want to focus on the number. I'm really focusing on what I'm actually doing on a day-to-day basis, on a week-to-week basis for my side hustles. So yeah, just know that in the back end, that's definitely still happening. Those goals are still there to a certain extent. I'm just not like saying any specific numbers. But now let's go ahead and talk about my income and how I will be budgeting my income for February. I typically go down to the corner of your screen, as I always say, but I think I'm gonna start popping my budget on the actual page. So I'm gonna be here, and then my income and budget will be over here. Hopefully that's what I end up doing, because I'm about to shift my camera over so it works out better, but I noticed that Rachel Hickey does that, and I really liked that. Like, it was a better system and layout. So shout out to Rachel for the inspo on that. Okay, so let's go to my spreadsheet. If you are interested in this template, then you can get it. It will be linked down below. It is free. I also have an Etsy shop now for this YouTube channel. So if you're interested in any sort of printables, I also created a template for tracking your goals on Google Sheets, which I will show mine in my January monthly update video, but if you're interested in that, I also created it and I absolutely love it. More products to come there. But yes, I will have that link down below, and if you purchase anything and if you have any feedback, any opinions, any critiques that you would like to share with me, I would be happy to hear them. So feel free to email me if you purchase those and have any feedback on that, or message me through Etsy. But all right, let's talk about February. So work income, I'm expecting about $3,800 there. It will probably be a little bit higher. By the way, a lot of people still ask me what I do for a living, what my career is. I am a Salesforce consultant. If you are interested in that aspect of my finances, like Salesforce and Salesforce consulting, I have a number of videos on that. Or if you're interested in transitioning your career to become a Salesforce professional, you can check out the Talent Stacker program, and I also have that linked down below. That's how I got into this career. So about 3,800 from that. Business income, this is just an estimate. I put about $2,100. It may be more, it may be a little less. I think for February, it will be a little bit higher. And then this time I also guessed what I would potentially earn from other income or extra income. and here I put $400. So between the two, I'm expecting to make about $2,500 at least, hopefully more, but I think this is a good number for me to work off of for February. So my total income should be about $6,300. I am going to be pulling from my sinking funds if I need to, which I will show you where that comes in as I go through my budget, but that's just $50, so I have $6,350 to work with. Now let's run through my expenses and what I expect to spend on those. This first section, this blue section, these are my sinking funds. So first up, taxes, sinking fund. This is money I put aside to pay my quarterly estimated taxes for my side hustle income. There I'm expecting about $500, could be more, could be less. Gift sinking fund, that is $75. Car/car maintenance sinking fund, $100. Car insurance sinking fund, $90. I'll have to increase that soon, but we'll talk about that when I actually need to increase it. Beauty sinking fund, that is going to be $85, and that is it for my sinking funds. Next is donate, and for February, I'm still keeping this at 0. This is the final month it will be at 0. Back in November, I did a much larger donation than I typically do, so I decided for 3 months I was gonna hold off and then resume in March, donating each month. Purple section is related to housing. First up there is my rent, trash, and pest fee altogether. That is $1,537. I have a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. Wi-Fi with Google Fiber, $55. Electricity, I'm expecting about $91. Again, that's what it's been lately. Water and sewage, this is probably gonna be 0 again. So if y'all remember from my past few videos, I haven't been paying anything for water and sewage, and I spoke to the leasing office and they said that they've been paying it and we're not gonna have to back pay it. So I don't know when this is gonna come back. They were like, eventually it will be back on the portal, but it's supposed to be $18.14 for February that I would pay. That's the bill that I got, but my apartment complex is paying for that, so I'm just not gonna worry about it. Final thing here is household. So this is anything that I need for my apartment, the upkeep, detergent, cleaning stuff, all that. I put $50 there. Lately I've been going over budget in this, so I just wanted to make sure. I think $50 will be good for February. This light orange section is for food. So first up there is groceries. I increased my budget for February to $400 total, just because groceries have been a little bit more, you know? And I've realized that trying to go lower is just not gonna work for me. Food out, I also increased to $50 for the month. I don't really have any plan whatsoever of like where I would be going and stuff, but I know that I under budgeted for January, so I wanted to increase it for February and probably the following months. Next is gas for my car. That's at $50. I probably won't spend $50. I usually only get gas once a month, but just in case. Health and beauty, budgeting $400 for that. This is because I have my membership for a massage. The other thing is that I have to purchase like, I don't know, 6 of my supplements, and that costs quite a bit. And I think that's really it, but that's pretty high up there. I don't need to go to any appointments, I don't think. Next, student loans. So this is for my student loan savings specifically, not actually paying them down. $2,500. So this is what I was talking about, where I need a big chunk of cash to actually hit that 28K goal. Based off of my income and spending for the month, this looks doable as of right now. And it's gonna, slowly happen throughout February. Of course, on Transfer Tuesdays, you'll see that. Probably not too much action at the beginning of February, but my first paycheck and then my YouTube paycheck and so on, it will definitely get up there, and hopefully much more than 25, or at least not much more, hopefully more than 2,500. Next are dogs. That is going up to $170. I send this money to my sister. We do have pet insurance for both of our dogs, and that premium increased, so I'm giving her an additional $10. That's where that increase came from. Business, I'm expecting $20 there, not a crazy month in February. Netflix is $15.49. Renter's insurance is coming up. I have to pay that. I pay for a full year. I'm not gonna need it for the full year, but that's really my main option. So $93 for that. That's with Geico, and it's bundled with my car insurance. And then the final thing on here, gifts. And I put $50. That's where this $50 from sinking funds comes in. I don't know that I'll actually need this. This was just potentially if I needed to purchase gifts in February for March, or I don't know. So usually something pops up in the month. So I just put it at 50 and I have my sinking fund for that, so it's not a big deal. But altogether, that means I would be spending $6,349.63. And yeah, this makes me really excited because I love to see, well, it's tough that, you know, putting $2,500 to student loan debt, because that sucks. Like, that's a lot of money, and I'm tired of paying for my past. I really want to focus on paying for my future, but that's just something I have to take care of, and it will be knocked out soon. But you know, a few months of this and I will be completely student loan debt free, or have all the money saved to be completely student loan debt free. And then once those payments resume, I will make a lump sum payment, depending on the situation going on and the status of student loan debt, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, this makes me excited though. I'm very happy to be able to put so much money to that. As you can see, there's no room here for personal spending. Y'all know I am not going to be doing any personal spending for 2023. That's the plan, that's the goal. So that really, really helps. And just trying to keep other expenses low. I'm not going to stress about groceries. I'm not going to stress about health and beauty, but those are areas that I can, you know, try to stay under budget, and that will also help me to save more for my student loans. But that's everything on my end for the month of February. Please feel free to comment down below if you have any questions or if you want to share your goals for the month. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.